Today, an important coverage decision by Medicare, published results in prostate cancer, and new collaborations in immuno-oncology. Hello and welcome to OncLive News Network. I'm Laura Jones. In a flip decision, Medicare has decided to pay for the immunotherapy treatment Blinatumomab for patients with a rare aggressive form of acute lymphoblastic leukemia, according to an article in the New York Times. Medicare reportedly received additional information and input from drug maker Amgen and other experts, which led to the reversal of its preliminary decision in April. This latest ruling means that, starting on October 1st, Medicare will allow a new technology add-on payment to hospitals of up to $27,000. The estimated cost for a standard regimen of the drug is $178,000. The novel inhibitor of CD19 was approved in December for patients with relapsed refractory Philadelphia chromosome-negative precursor B-cell ALL. Potentially practice-changing results from the Phase III CHAARTED study were published in the New England Journal of Medicine. The study, involving 790 men, examined whether adding upfront chemotherapy with docetaxel to androgen deprivation therapy would improve survival versus ADT alone in patients with hormone-naive metastatic prostate cancer. Results showed that early chemotherapy use improved survival by more than 13 months. The median overall survival was 57.6 months in the combination arm, compared with 44 months in the ADT arm. A 17-month improvement was observed among those with high-volume disease. Overall survival was 49.2 months versus 32.2 months in this group. According to experts at a recent OncLive peer exchange, the CHAARTED findings should be interpreted in the context that this hormone-naive population represents just 5% of patients with prostate cancer. In the next segment, Dr. Neil Shore argues that the high mortality rate should also be considered.
Of the roughly 30,000 men who die annually, about 20 to 40% are coming out of that 5% group. And it's about 60 to 70% that are coming out of the PSA relapse, going on later on to CRPC. So even though it's a small percentage, there's a very high mortality rate in that group. And so the data is the data. And a 17-month OS at the median for those with true high-volume disease is pretty darn impressive, and was, for the most part, very well tolerated.
Visit our website to watch more of this great discussion. The trend in clinical trial collaborations between large pharmaceutical companies continues. Recent deals focus on the emerging world of immuno-oncology. Earlier this week, Merck announced plans to collaborate with Immune Design on studies involving pembrolizumab in non-Hodgkin lymphoma and melanoma. Planned trials include pairing Merck's PD-1 inhibitor pembrolizumab with G100, a TLE4 agonist in patients with follicular lymphoma, and pembrolizumab with LV305 in melanoma. This followed an announcement that MedImmune and Inovio Pharmaceuticals have entered into a large collaboration with milestone payments of up to $700 million. The agreement focuses heavily on the HPV-targeted cancer vaccine INO-3112, which MedImmune will explore in combination with other immunotherapies and vaccines in cervical and head and neck cancers. In other news, utilization of frontline treatment with intraperitoneal chemotherapy has yet to gain widespread acceptance for a majority of patients with optimally cyto-reduced stage 3 ovarian cancer, according to a prospective cohort study published in the Journal of Clinical Oncology. This despite recommendations for its use and a clear demonstration of improved overall survival. Utilization of IP regimens began to increase in 2005 and spiked after 2006, based on a more than 16-month survival advantage seen with IP versus IV therapy in the GOG-172 trial. Following the initial climb, IP-IV therapy use plateaued at approximately 50%, according to the study. For more on the topic of intraperitoneal chemotherapy, visit our website to view episode 4 from our latest peer exchange on ovarian cancer, led by Dr. James Thigpen of the University of Mississippi School of Medicine. Also on the expert panel, Dr. Thomas Herzog of the University of Cincinnati Cancer Institute, Dr. Bradley Monk of the University of Arizona Cancer Center, Dr. Angela Alvarez-Secord of the Duke University School of Medicine, and Dr. Robert L. Coleman of the MD Anderson Cancer Center. Also on OncLive.com, an interview with Dr. Diane Reedy-Lagunas of Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York. Dr. Reedy-Lagunas shares her approach to treating patients with pancreatic neuroendocrine tumors. In addition, 3 new interactive learning programs are available covering the important topics in the area of hyponatremia, breast cancer, and polycythemia vera. Go to OncLive.com and look for the Interactive Tools tab under Education. And that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for watching OncLive News Network. I'm Laura Jones. We'll see you next time.